We've caught up with Julien here from Ubisoft, and I always feel like a little bit of a sports broadcaster when I ask this. When a game is out already, I don't need to know anything about the game, but I gotta ask you, how does it feel to finally be done and ship the game? I know you got probably work to do still, but how does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, it's really cool to finally be able to see the game played by players. You know, like, it's really for these people that were making the games, and to see there's like millions of people playing the game and enjoying it and commenting their experience and posting videos on YouTube of how they're playing the game and stuff, and that's really the fun part. And at the same time, it's a bit sad because, I mean, we're done with the game, so it's like the baby is out and now it's vacation time, which is fun, but I kind of miss the excitement of the final moments when you're shipping the game, and that's what's really fun.
I guess it's one of those things where you really wanna read everything. You want to see everything that people have to say about it, but with a game like Assassin's Creed, that's just impossible, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of reviews. There's a lot of posts on forums, on blogs. There's a lot of comments. There's a lot of videos. So obviously we try to read as much as we can. Back at the office in Montreal, we send a lot of emails to the team to say, hey, here's a new review, here's the score, here are the main lines that came up, and we try to keep as much as we can, but you're right, there's a lot of stuff out there.
So what's the journey been like with Assassin's Creed 3, and sort of where did you hop on this journey, and sort of what's it been like? Because I know it's one of those productions that it's been sort of huge, and a lot of people involved, a lot of studios and everything. How's it been?
I mean, it's been the greatest part about the journey of Assassin's Creed is that we got to work with a lot of people that we knew. It's like working with a family in a certain way, because if you think about, you mentioned the other studios like Singapore, for example, who worked with us since AC2, Annecy that built the multiplayer since Brotherhood, and the core team of the project is the people that worked on AC2, AC1, and sometimes even Prince of Persia. So it really felt like making this huge game with familiar faces in a certain way, and I think that's certainly a key portion of the success that we were having with the game, is that it's made with familiar people. So it's the only way, because communication was essential with the team, with a few hundreds of people trying to work in sync with a lot of time difference sometimes. It has to be known people, obviously.
And also it seems like the development is a little bit compressed compared to other big games that maybe take 3-4 years to make. It's a little bit more compressed, so maybe it's a challenge that you have. It's at a later stage that you have sort of the first time that you get to see the whole game, and you can sort of look at the whole game. It sort of comes together just there in the last few months, maybe.
I don't feel the development was compressed. I mean, we had 3 years to work on the game, so but we built a very big game, and we rebuilt basically a new engine, Anvil Next. We had a new hero that demanded like a new navigation, a new climbing. We had like over 7,000 animations for the main character, I think. So there was a lot of work to do just to refresh the franchise, to bring it to the level that we wanted. There was a lot of work that we had to do. We did a lot of prototypes for the forest, for the snow. So there was just a lot of work to be done. So 3 years was what we needed.
It went quickly.
Yeah, 3 years. The 3 years went just super fast. We worked on many fronts, and hopefully I think we players will feel that we worked on the right stuff. We certainly wanted to give a new feeling to the franchise, but staying true to the roots at the same time. So it was a difficult balance that we always had to juggle with. But I feel that we're still delivering a true Assassin's Creed game, but with a fresh new twist.
One thing that I've heard multiple of my journalist colleagues say is that the start is a little bit slow, and it's a little bit extended, that slow start. Is that something that you sort of look back on now, that you've heard a lot as well?
Well, I think I don't want to obviously give any spoilers to the people who haven't played the game yet, but I think the beginning of the game is very interesting. It's something that we wanted to do from the start. I think it's a pretty interesting twist, a pretty interesting surprise. And in terms of storytelling as well, we kind of wanted to have this more slow pace at the beginning, so to really differentiate ourselves from other games or from previous Assassin's Creed game. I think we're telling a more mature story in a certain way. I think it's more about the storytelling. It's more about the unveiling of the characters. We wanted to have maybe a different feel for the game that will appeal to players that are really into storytelling, and that was really the mindset that we had when we wrote the story and when we built the game. So it's very normal that you are slowly exposed to everything. It's to build up to that anticipation, and then again, I don't want to spoil anything, but everything is justified in the end because we want to build up to that big finale at the end.
All right, so I understand, of course, Assassin's Creed is a huge franchise. You have to be working on something new, but what do you feel, like just in general terms, what's ahead for Assassin's Creed, and where do you feel this franchise has a future?
I mean, for me, my future is vacation. That's my future, and a lot of people on the team. As far as where the franchise will go, it's not for me to tell today for sure. But I can say that we've built something I think pretty interesting. The Animus itself is an amazing storytelling device, and there's many more ancestors and eras to explore. And I guess it will also be how fans react to this game as well, because if you follow,
it's not sort of set in stone. You're flexible.
It's all both like we said at the start of the discussion. I mean, we read a lot of the posts, we read the forums. We like to know what the players liked, because we're making this game for players first, right? We want them to enjoy the game. So we are looking in the next few weeks on the comments and the general reception before making any decisions.
Or maybe you just want to surprise everyone and do something entirely different.
You never know. Surprising the fans and the players has always been core to their franchise. I think we've surprised a lot of people with the naval battles, for to name just one, this time around, and there's many more surprises to come.
Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.